Very cool words there from number 9. Jack Eichel and the Vegas Golden Knights are on to the conference final, where they will face the President's Trophy winning Colorado Avalanche. This series slated to begin next Wednesday. We have to begin by talking about Jack Eichel addressing the critics of Mitch Marner. In the spring of 2023, Jack Eichel had a lot of critics, and they were silenced by what he and that team did, winning the Stanley Cup. So, Schneid's, it's fitting that he would salute Marner, who dealt with a whole lot of pressure and scrutiny and criticism when he was a Toronto Maple Leaf.
Yeah, and Mitch Marner's now won more playoff series in Vegas than he did his entire career in Toronto, so there's that. But, you know, it's been fun to watch his transformation, because I think it took him time, Mitch Marner, to get used to being in Las Vegas. He spent his whole life, his whole career in Toronto, essentially. So a lot of change. He came out hot, and then everyone sort of stagnated a bit. Everyone's trying to feel each other out. It's tough when you play with other good players when you're one of the best puck possessors in the league. So knowing where guys need to be, knowing where they want the puck, I think it took Mitch Marner a little while to get used to it, but now it seems like he's very comfortable there, and I think it helps that he doesn't have to be the guy. He's being the guy right now, but when you have Eichel and Stone and Dorofeyev and other guys, you know, it lets you sort of play your game and do what you do, and I think he's playing with a lot more confidence, a little more jam going to the hard areas, so it's been exciting to see him play to his potential in the playoffs, Reader.
Yeah, it's a completely different team. It's a completely different style of play from east to west. And for Mitch Marner, he's done what he did in Toronto. He's done his whole career. He puts points up. And you hit the playoffs, and it's a team game. And Mitch Marner, there were star players who played in Toronto, Austin Matthews, William Nylander. As a team, they never had the success. So when you don't have success, you're in a big market, you pinpoint one guy, and it was pretty much Mitch was the guy that they pinpointed. And good for Golden Knights, and Toronto Maple Leafs are looking back thinking, well, you know, maybe we picked on the wrong guy. Mitch Marner's a heck of a player. He's proven that. His shorthanded play, he's done it his whole career. He's one of the best penalty killers in the league. He blocks shots. He understands the game extremely well. He makes players on his line and on his team better players. Ask Brad Howden what it's like to play with Mitch Marner out there, especially shorthanded. And watching Mitch Marner, watching this team, how about Dorofeyev, a couple goals, Jack Eichel. Like, this team is deep top to bottom. That Mitch Marner didn't play on a team like this in Toronto. This is not the team that he's used to playing with, because there's more depth of scoring. They're a bigger team. They're a more physical team. They've got fantastic goaltending. And the combination of what Vegas is doing right now is very impressive. Like, they came out in this game. Marner got that first goal, but this team, William Karlsson, is absolutely on fire. Like, this team is connecting at the right time. And everybody watches Colorado and goes, wow, look at Colorado. Yeah, well, Colorado's going, okay, we'll be ready. We got to be ready, because this team's rolling.
And the goaltending of Carter Hart, as we look at the Dorofeyev goal, he got plenty of run support, Carter Hart did. This Vegas team, one of the biggest questions was their net minding. How would they handle that? Well, when John Tortorella got there, he looked at Hill, he looked at Hart, and he thought back to what he saw from Carter when they were together in Philadelphia. And Schneid's, it has worked brilliantly for number 79.
Yeah, I mean, everything that Reader just mentioned, their top guys, Marner, those things. I think Carter Hart has been kind of the linchpin back there, because that was the question. I think you looked at Vegas on paper. You said they have the experience, they have the talent, they have the depth. They just can't get goaltending all year. And I think that's sort of what kept them in this quagmire where they weren't able to go on a run or just really take over that Pacific Division. And Carter Hart's taking the net here down the stretch. I don't think we knew what we were going to get from him coming into this season, having been out of hockey for a little while. And I think it's remarkable how he's built his game, gotten better as the season went on, was hot going into the playoffs. He had a few hiccups against Utah after Game 3. Gave up 4 goals on 12 shots. You're sort of saying, all right, are they going to make a change here? Is he the guy? And ever since then, 7-2 with a .924 save percentage. So I think when you play with a guy, when you're confident in front of the guy behind you, that team, there aren't many weaknesses. And he has answered the biggest weekness coming into the playoffs, I think.
It's interesting, when Bruce Cassidy was relieved of his duties and John Tortorella came in, I remember sitting on the desk and everybody you talked to, well, their goaltending's terrible. Yeah. They can't keep the puck out of their own net. And that's not just team defense. The goaltending is not being up to what it needs to be to contend in the National Hockey League, for not only to win a division, but to win a championship. Well, Carter Hart has changed that. I don't know if it's the comfort that he's got with his former coach, John Tortorella. Whatever it is, this team is coming together at the right time. And goaltending is the backbone of every championship team. And right now, Vegas has got that.